Hey, what's up, Nostalgia Nation? I wanted to do something a little different today. Maybe not just like a text post. I wanted to kind of show you my visual, movie watching area here when I'm relaxing, and thought I'd create a video for you here for today's post. So anyway, this area right here, this is where I kind of will put on a classic flick, something from the 70s, 80s, or 90s, maybe early 2000s, and watch it on here on VHS or on DVD while I'm actually working at my desk over here across the way. And but I sometimes get asked what this area looks like, and I thought this would be kind of fun. And what I have on here, I'll just kind of go through it with you. But basically, it all starts with a couple of tapes that are pretty regulars for me, and that's the original Star Wars recordings here, Empire Strikes Back. But some of the other VHS tapes here that I have on pretty regular rotation are The Karate Kid and The Last Starfighter. I've got E.T., The Monster Squad. As you can see, these are all original VHS tapes. And one of the films that I just absolutely love in the background, and I can kind of quote whenever the occasion arises, is Night of the Creeps. This is a Fred Decker film, the same guy who made The Monster Squad. But just absolutely love it. And so this was on regular rotation. The other thing here is I've got my Nintendo Entertainment System here. Sometimes I will just take like a 10-minute break and relax, and I'll play a game. Usually it's something pretty simple like Kung Fu, and I'm sure you all recognize that. This is one of my favorite, just kind of like quick, not thinking about anything, just kind of play it for 10-15 minutes and then get back to work. Here are some of my original boxed games. Here's an older Big League Chew there. So games like Shreddin' here, complete in box. Super Mario 3. I've got Ninja Gaiden, one of my favorite games of all time. This one's a regular for me as well. I play this one pretty often. It's just such a simple, straightforward game, and I really enjoy it. And I always love the box art on these NES games. Anyway, there's a few more there. Excite Bike, a lot of the Black Label NES games, TNC Surf Designs. Here's a whole bunch of other ones as well you probably recognize. Here's an exceedingly frustrating NES game for any of you that play Nintendo. You understand Friday the 13th. And then some of the other stuff, some of the modern games here, including Zelda: Link's Awakening. I'm a big fan of Hollow Knight, Dead Cells. There's Mega Man, Super Mario Odyssey, and a lot of the Xbox 360 games that I was buying my son. And we like playing. And here on the side here, nothing there. I'm not reading off of a teleprompter or anything. I'm just kind of showing you what's going on here. Oh, one other thing too is I highly recommend one of these air purifier like dust collectors. And it just turned on as soon as I touched it. You can hear it. But anyway, one of the big enemies of having a room like this, a collectibles room, is dust. And so what that does is it helps me out, because I still need to dust from time to time and get over the counters and things like that. But it is something that you definitely want to have in your studio, and so the dust doesn't stack up all over. All right, let's get back to my visual area here. So as you can see, I've got one of these old phones here. You remember that? Little dial punch dial phones. Here's a Star Wars cookies, the Pepperidge Farms box, the original Pepperidge Farms box. I think it's from like 1983, if I'm correct. Let me see here. Yeah, I think it's from 1983, but that's kind of a cool throwback, right? I remember crumbling these things up into a bowl and just pouring whole milk over them, and I would just chow these down. And I just love the box. It's kind of torn up, but I still love it. And then just kind of like what I've been reading lately. Here's a comic book or a trade paperback by R.L. Stine called The Graveyard Club. I think I posted about it a couple weeks ago. And then here, this is an early 90s Sony Trinitron. It's kind of a workhorse. I play my Sega games on there. And then there's a Hulk Hogan thumb wrestler there with a vintage lamp. And then I showcased this on my last post, which is the Magnavox Cube alarm clock, which I really love. And yeah, so this is like sort of the visual, not, here's the audio area, here's the visual area. So this is where I do a lot of my gaming and watching films, like I said. The area behind me here is for modern gaming setup. And then I've got my vintage audio section here. And then up here is just kind of like miscellaneous if I want to listen to my Sony sports radio. And this actually is one of my most treasured things that I have. And this is from when I went to the All-Star game back in the early 90s and got this autographed by Ozzie Smith and a few other guys here. Terry Pendleton and guys like that. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this short video and you got a good look at my visual area. Here are some of the posters that I have. I'm actually building out another area here on the side outside of this room, outside of my studio. That's going to be all of my posters that I have put away that I haven't really been able to pull up. So I talked to my wife and I was like, I'm going to make this area sort of my poster walkway. And so I'll show that and share that with you guys in the future. All right. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please let me know in the comments if anything here stood out to you, if it took you back, you absolutely loved, or you own yourself, or you've owned sometime before. And I'd love to respond to your comments below. All right, you guys, stay rad.